Beautiful people, what's happening? I hope everybody is blessed, well, and healthy, and that nothing but the best is happening in all you guys' life, man. I want to send love to a family member for inspiring this video, to my beautiful friend and family member, Amanda. I love you, Amanda, so much, and I hope you and your family are well. Sending love to you and the kiddos, man. And hey, NBA legends on how good Reggie Miller was. Oh, Reggie Miller. Oh, Reggie. So, hey, man, let's jump right into this. And shout out to the Time Machine, man. And, hey, again, I hope everybody is doing well. Sending you blessings, love, and health. And that nothing but the best is happening to all you guys, man, in your lifetime, man. I mean it when I say it, baby. And, hey, let's check this one out, man. We got Reggie Miller up next. And we got it. Hey, and I'm telling y'all, I'm enjoying these NBA Legends, man, videos, man. I really am. I promise you I am, man.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. I'm your host, Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Now, you know what time it is. It is old school NBA time. And in today's episode, I want to take a look at NBA legends giving their opinion on how good Reggie Killer Miller really was. I wanted to do this episode for quite some time, so I'm happy that today's finally the day. But before we get into that, I want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, which is Simply Seattle. If you are an old school NBA fan and you love the Seattle Supersonics, this is...
Oh, man, come on, man. God, leave. Sponsorship and the ad at the same time? That's tough.
Said, let's dive right into today's episode. Now, the first clip that we're going to take a look at is from the Dan Patrick Show, and it involves Chris Webber and Reggie Miller himself talking about, well, Reggie Miller. Let's have a look.
Did you guys ever have any friction when you played against each other?
I didn't have friction with him. I had friction with Vlade, because Vlade was the instigator.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Reggie, but I didn't like him because he was always beating our teams. You know, like he was the catalyst. You know, I knew he was the one who's going to be talking junk, getting in the guys. And so he was a guy like you always wanted to play with, but when you're playing against him, you just hate him. He's talking junk. You saw what he did to the Knicks. You see him kicking out. This is the human kickstand I've named him, because when he shoots the three, all that leg stuff that he complains about when we do games, he might have helped invent all that.
Now, if we talk about one of the greatest rivalries of the 1990s, we have to talk about the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks. So naturally, John Starks and Reggie Miller would have their battles on the court. So let's hear what John Starks has to say.
So Reggie Miller, you and I, we talked about a couple months ago, and you had mentioned that Reggie Miller was a tough guy to guard because of off ball, and he just never stopped moving. So talk about guarding Reggie and how you prepared for a guy like him.
Well, with Reggie, you know, you have to stay locked in. Like if you lose sight of him or you lose focus on him, he's gonna bang you up very quickly. You know what I mean? 2 or 3, 4 threes in a row, you know? And so my mentality with Reggie is gonna be, we had our own separate game. I'm guarding you, and those other 8 guys, they're gonna be playing basketball.
Right.
But I have you, you know? And that was my mentality, not to let him get going, because once he get going, or any player in this league get going, you can't shut the water off, you know, especially with him, because he has a different mentality.
So you were just in a bubble? You didn't even see the other stuff?
No. I literally, it could be, you know, a rebound come right there. I'm like locked into him. You know what I mean? You have to have that mindset with Reggie, because I can remember the game 1 where he scored those points in that many seconds.
Right, 8 points. And
8 points,
8 points in 9 seconds.
And so I got him on lock. Then we made a sub, and bam, he hit a shot. I like, I'm sitting on the bench like,
Yup.
are you for real? I mean, he was on lock.
Right.
Cause he just
Right.
and by the time I got back in, he was on fire. It was too late.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was already
too
talking
late.
to Spike.
Spike, and he was just in this whole mode. Cause I've been in that mode, and I know how it is. And yeah, it was just too late.
The following clip is from NBA Open Court, and the topic is the 10 next best players. You remember back in the 1990s, there was that top 50 players of all time, and now they're talking about who would be the next 10, and it's pretty interesting what Isaiah Thomas has to say about Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller. No, I'll take myself off this. I'm not on that list.
I coached Reggie Miller.
I'm gonna put Reggie in there.
And I would say we talk about clutch shot makers.
I'm not putting myself on that list. So it's not going to be real.
To me, Reggie Miller.
I'm not putting myself on that
To
list.
me, Reggie Miller was one of the clutch shot makers ever in this league. And when we talk about clutch, I'm not talking about at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller would make those shots when you down 4 and you need a bucket to stay in the game.
You need a bucket.
That's when you give it to Reggie Miller. A lot of guys miss those shots. But the shots that you got to make to keep up with the team that's pulling away, that's when you got a shot maker. And to me, Reggie's on that.
So
I agree.
take
Reggie
yourself,
was a bad
because
fella.
you're not going to vote for yourself. Do we have unanimous Reggie Miller?
I'm on that. Yeah, best shooter of all time.
I'm on that.
I'm on that. Shaq,
I don't know. You on that?
Shaq is on the hold up.
Shaq's mad at me.
No, I'm not mad at you. I mean,
Just doesn't like you.
no, it's just that, I actually love Reggie. Me and Reggie, we have similar backgrounds, military. Woo. I'm gonna have to go with Ray Allen. Because Ray Allen sort of,
Can't fault that. All right.
Ray Allen. Ray Allen in the top next 10? No, hold on.
Yeah,
hold on. Reggie? Yeah, no, because Ray took what Reggie did and kind of turned it up to that next level.
Now for the next clip, I'm very happy that I found that one. Why? Because, well, it's some of the greatest players of all time talking about Reggie Miller, and you can hear how much respect they got for Reggie. Let's have a look.
Reggie Miller is one of the best pure shooters that I've ever played against. It's hard to guard him, coming off screens. He could also put it on the floor and take it to the basket. That's what they don't talk about a lot. But his jump shot was one of the purest I've ever seen. Little unorthodox, it looked really funny, but he would make them. You don't ever want to leave him. He was a good athlete. And at 6'7", he had the length and height to shoot right over most people. And it didn't take him long to get that shot off. When you see a guy shoot the ball that quick with that much accuracy, I think of Reggie Miller.
Well, anytime you have a great scorer that is an opposing scorer, your game plan defensively is around that guy. How do you slow him down? How do you stop him? And Reggie was no different than any other great player. You had a game plan. How are you going to slow him down? How are you going to stop him? How you keep the ball out of his hands by trying to deny him, but he'd move so well without the ball, it was hard to stop because he never stopped moving.
He's one of the great adversaries that I ever had to coach against, and I knew that when I was coaching against him, that I had nothing but respect for him. But Reggie is absolutely one of the all-time greats. I mean, when you talk about his kind of game and how he played, there were only one or two other guys, in the same circle.
The next thing that he brought to the table, he loved the big moments. He loved the big games. He loved the playoffs.
I like that almost all these videos, Magic Johnson has been in all of them, man. Oh, Magic, man. Yeah, Lord.
Big marquee matchups against his arch rival, whether it was Michael Jordan or somebody, or the Knicks. He got up. The bigger the game, the bigger Reggie Miller would perform and play, the better. And this guy was just unstoppable.
Reggie was so clutch, he wanted the ball in his hands. And he had a unique
man.
ability to draw fouls, so he's always able to keep the defense off balance because he was such a great free throw shooter. You don't want to get your hands caught and foul him, so he created
Don't
space.
send Reggie to the line.
And that's all he needed was a little space to get that shot off. And it seemed like he was a higher percentage shooter with the game on the line than he was actually probably during the middle of the game. And as an opposing player, I really didn't like him too much. And that's a compliment. because out of respect, and he would get under your skin. But when I became his teammate, I loved playing with him. He was one of my favorite teammates of all time.
They say Reggie get under that skin though, for real.
And when we were in a close game and the ball was in his hands, the faces were shaking.
My favorite player growing up was Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller.
Number 31.
Playing basketball since I was like 5.
Oh yeah.
So many people that inspire me. Guys that I want to model my game after. One of my idols growing up, NBA legend, Hall of Famer, multi All-Star,
Reggie Miller.
All right, you guys.
I like that, man. Oh, Steph, man. I'm stepping back from the. I'm shooting at the half court line. I'm shooting full court. I'm shooting at the logo. I'm on the bench. I'm shooting. You know what's going in, baby. Thank y'all for being here with me to check that one out, man. Reggie Miller, legendary, man. Legendary, man. I'm enjoying these videos, man. I really am. And like I promised y'all, there's going to be a sports video every single day on this channel. We're going to have fun with it. We're going to enjoy it, and we're going to take it in, man. But, hey, I'm wishing y'all a blessed, amazing upcoming week. Blessed rest of the month. And a blessed year, man. And, hey, I will catch you beautiful people in the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all. Woo!